billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear friends, welcome to Idea Foundation Forum. In lecture 191 and 193, we discussed how the divine order has established a complete balance in the universe and the earth. Right from composition of an atom to composition of the universe, basic criteria for existence and growth lie in maintaining a balance. As balance and sharing underwrite existence of the universe, they are equally essential for the human society to exist and prosper. Peace, prosperity, and freedom are three basic constituents of well-being of humanity, which breed on justice, balance, order, collective interest, and internal unity in the society. Qur'anic teachings revealing how the divine order has disciplined the universe, earth, and other cosmic bodies in an internally integrated system of balancing, mutually sharing, and recycling for their sustainability and growth. It all urges the man as well to establish such attributes in the human society at both individual and collective levels for the well-being of humanity. The man is well integrated and responsible segment of the earth, thus cannot survive and prosper without pursuing this universal criterion for sustainability and growth set by the divine order. In the upcoming discussion, we will focus on this great reality in some detail. Dear friends, in previous lectures, we discussed about the cosmic balance held by the divine order. Apart from colossal sizes and innumerability of the constituents of the universe, magnitude of their velocity is difficult to comprehend comparing them with the earthly standards. Stars and planets with masses of octillions of tons. What is octillions? Octillions is if you write 1 and add 27 zeros. Imagine 1 octillion multiplied by 1000. So, with masses of octillions of tons and galaxies with immeasurable sizes move in space at tremendous velocities. Complexity of pathways, where trillions of stars and billions of galaxies are moving across the space with such huge velocities, manifests the grand equilibrium, balance designed by Allah. Despite such immensity of the universe and its constituting bodies, safety of each of them, especially the smaller cosmic members like the earth, is ensured by this balance. A little systemic imbalance can cause disastrous effects on the sustainability of the universe and its bodies. Such a perfect equilibrium, pervasively imbued in the cosmic system, controls each and every element of the universe to accomplish its sustainability and growth. Stars, planets, and satellites rotate on their own axis and also revolve around their respective systems in accordance with the predetermined plan and period. Periodic changes in their velocities, speed, and internal distancing have been designed to ensure most efficient operations and sustainability during their determined span of life. So, my dear friends, likewise, we were talking about the universe. Now, likewise, the earth is protected and sustained through the earthly balance integrated within the cosmic balance designed by the divine order. The divine order has secured, make it safe, has secured the earth from explosive celestial giants of the space through a balancing mechanism by creating atmospheric zone in between them, in between the cosmic giants, celestial giants and the earth. This zone, atmospheric zone, comprises of four basic gases: nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, argon less than 1%, and carbon dioxide 0.03%. This present ratio of these gases has been consciously determined by the divine order to establish a conducive equilibrium for sustainability of the earth and life on it. In previous lectures, we discussed about protective atmospheric layers and the alike layers within the earth, which together, layers of the atmosphere and layers of the earth, they together, both of them, ensure a unique earthly balance by creating Earth's magnetic field. It's very important. The innermost layer of the earth, this is earth, the centralmost layer of the earth is its core, which contains a higher proportion of iron nickel alloy, iron and nickel alloy composite. It consists of two parts. Its outer core contains fluid iron nickel alloy, while the inner core is solid. It is iron and nickel, but it is solid. Science has recently discovered that the Earth's magnetic field is associated with electrical currents produced by the coupling of convective effects and rotation in the spinning liquid of iron and nickel in the outer core of the earth. This is the earth, center, core of the earth, and where is the magnetic field and its effects. This magnetic field of the earth forms the Van Allen belts thousands of kilometers. Exactly, it is 40,000. Thousands of kilometers above the earth, serving as a shield protecting the earth from celestial bodies, harmful cosmic rays and particles. Thus, the magnetic field shows essential balance between a ratio of melted iron and nickel in the outer core and specific spinning speed of the earth at its axis tilted by 23 degrees. Even a very little imbalance can be detrimental to sustainability of the earth and life on it. It's very important how delicate the balance is. Thus, atmospheric nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water cycle and ecological balances are crucial for survival of the earth and its inhabitants, you and me. Enormity of all these delicate balances ensuring sustainability of the earth and continuity of life on it is the great manifestation of the divine order designed by Allah Almighty. The Quran has revealed quite in detail the facts regarding the cosmic and earthly balances sustaining the universe and the earth. In this context, some references are displayed on the screen for your convenience. Please note them. So, dear friends, now look at the role the man has been blessed with. Allah created man on his own nature, appointed him his vicegerent on the earth, and resources of the universe and earth were placed to his subordination as revealed in Surah Baqarah and Surah Luqman. References are shown on the screen. He was desired to pursue Allah's nature, His character, His great attributes, to play His role of managing the affairs of the earth as revealed in Surah Ar-Rum. Great signs have been shown in the cosmic and earthly balances to educate the man about the significance of equilibrium, order, and equity for successful performance of his assigned role. For that reason, the Quran has been asking the man hundreds of times, if not thousands, to ponder upon wonders of the universe and his own self and meditate on the divinity working behind these wonders. Let me quote Ayat 25 of Surah Al-Hadid in this context. لَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا رُسُلَنَا بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ وَأَنزَلْنَا مَعَهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْمِيزَانَ لِيَقُومُ النَّاسُ بِالْقِسْطِ وَأَنزَلْنَا الْحَدِيدَ فِيهِ بَأْسٌ شَدِيدٌ وَمَنَافِعُ لِلنَّاسِ وَلِيَعْلَمَ اللَّهُ مَنْ يَنْصُرُهُ وَرُسُلَهُ بِالْغَيْبِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ قَوِيٌّ عَزِيزٌ. Listen the translation. We sent our messengers with clear signs, the scripture, the holy books, and the balance, criteria of balance, so that people could uphold justice. We also sent iron with its mighty strength and many uses for mankind, so that God could mark out those who would help Him and His messengers, though they cannot see Him. Truly, God is powerful, almighty. The ayat we just recited refers to 4 gifts given by Allah to the humanity for establishing a just and balanced society. 3 of them are clear divine signs. Number 2, the divine book, and the balance are criterion to judge the right and wrong. These 3 gifts were delivered to the humanity by the messengers of Allah so that their followers could establish justice in their self and in the society they live in. Justice within the self means equilibrium in one's personal life. In the societal domain, justice means social order, equality of political rights, economic equity, protection of human rights, etc. 4th gift mentioned in the verse is the iron. Here, iron represents several other metals too. If we limit scope of its utility to social domain only, besides its benefits in day-to-day life, it holds great potential for building up of formidable weaponry to establish a strong state apparatus, that could ensure justice and order in the society. Since the Quran has referred to the balance and order in the context of universe and earth, iron also gets cosmic relevance. Mentioning of divine signs here brings to mind Allah's promise made in Ayat 53 of Surah Fussilat, shown on the screen, that in due course of time the divine signs of the universe and of the self will be made known to the human intellect to authenticate the truth revealed in the Quran, the truth of the Quran. Thus, emerging discoveries are witnessing the divine truth, working behind the wonders of the universe and human self. The man has come to know that in the formation of Earth's magnetic field and when Allen belts, the iron finds central place, determining place. Thus, it plays catalytic role. When it is mixed, it changes everything. It plays catalytic role in establishing cosmic and earthly balances to build a protective mechanism for the sustainability of the earth and life on it. This is newly known dimension of the benefits of the iron stated in Surah Al-Hadid. This is in fact opening up of divine science to humanity as promised in Surah Fussilat. Since other planets are devoid of adequate iron and necessary balances, life doesn't exist there. Moreover, concurrent mention of divine science, iron, mizan or balance and justice leads us to believe that the equilibrium or balance is equally significant for the sustainability and growth of human society and the universe, including the earth. So, dear friends, this relationship between the said great balances and sustainability of the universe and the earth and its relevance to the sustainability and growth of human society cannot be understood without knowing the divinity working pervasively behind all the constituents of the universe, earth and life on it. To enable the man understand his divinity and the laws of nature well, Allah has created the man on his own nature as revealed in Ayat 30 of Surah Ar-Rum displayed on the screen. Have a look. Moreover, the Quran in hundreds of its verses, not 1, 2, 3, in hundreds of its verses has directed the man to explore the equilibrium, balance manifested in the wonders of the universe, employing his faculties of spirit, intellect and observation blessed by Allah as mentioned in Ayat 9 of Surah Sajda, so that he could establish the same balance and order in the society and in his own self too. Modern scientific discoveries have made it convenient to understand how the man-made imbalances can affect various atmospheric and ecological balances having crucial significance for survival of the earth and life of its inhabitants. Just think on this point. Dear friends, as equilibrium is essential for the material domain to sustain, inner equilibrium of man's self. Inner equilibrium of the man's self is significant in psychophysiological and spiritual domains of human life too. The Quran has taken cognizance of faith, soul, heart, and brain to build a comprehensive edifice of coherence, defining the man's connectivity inside and interconnectivity among the elements of the universe and the self, linked with one whole of the divine order, as discussed in lecture 113. A chart is displayed on the screen that may be perused to understand this connectivity. The Quran has revealed about 200 verses explaining centrality of the heart in connecting man's physical being with his spiritual being, while science has recognized this fact just recently. Discovery of cardio-electromagnetic communication of the heart has expanded the scope of personal coherence of the man, to global coherence and connectivity with the earthly and solar electromagnetic fields. Just imagine. Despite these wonderful discoveries, science still lacks in pursuing the spiritual core that can accomplish the connectivity of the man with the earth, the universe, and the divine order. Science still needs to know the spirit behind the heart that instills it with the positive inclinations and emotions. And science should find some confident remedy to avert the flow of negative emotions and thoughts causing fears, stress, strains, anxieties, and such other human sufferings. Unfortunately, the Muslims too have historically neglected the said great Quranic revelations and did not acquire necessary knowledge to transmute this philosophy into a prescription for creating an orderly, coherent, and peaceful environment for personal and societal life. Unfortunate. So, dear friends, the Quran uses the word mizan in societal context for balance, equilibrium, or moderation to negate extremities in views, behavior, or conduct. We have discussed the Quranic concept of balance in lecture 55 with reference to balance between worldly engagements and ibadat, balance between individual and collective interests or economic equity, destiny and human effort. 4. A balanced lifestyle. 5th, growth and conservation. How much to use for the current growth, and how much needs to be conserved. It's a great issue of ecological balance. The Quran teaches us that the universe is sustaining on balance, harmony, and sharing. Thus, the man and his social fabric too cannot sustain without these attributes as revealed in Ayat 5:9 of Surah Ar-Rahman shown on the screen. A balance is desired in the enjoyments of this life. All the enjoyments are not prohibited. A balance is desired in the enjoyments of this life and longing for goodness in the hereafter. Complete seclusion from worldly life for worship is nowhere recommended for a Muslim. Rather, a balance between worldly engagements and ibadat is emphasized. Allah has disciplined trillions of stars and the earth. Thus, He also desires from the man to establish discipline, order, and equity for the well-being of human society as revealed in Ayat 77 of Surah Al-Qasas, displayed on the screen. In the socio-economic domain, the Quran, as against the extremities of capitalism and communism, suggests a balancing approach for individual interests and collective interests. It gives a legal framework to protect and promote socio-economic equity by diluting concentration of wealth, minimizing economic disparities among various segments of the society, ensuring social justice and promoting human rights in the society. Some Quranic references are displayed on the screen for more details on the subject we discussed. So, dear friends, with this we conclude our discussion here. These programs are recorded both in Urdu and English. Their videos can be watched on ideafoundation.com.pk website or its YouTube channel and Facebook. Their written versions are also available on the Idea Foundation's website. Please note code number of this program Idea 2 R24 or lecture number 197. All friends are requested to subscribe the Foundation's YouTube web channel for the benefit of this noble cause. Thank you friends for participation. Allah Hafiz.